So today, it is Sydney versus St Kilda AFL. Sydney sitting near the top of the league, I believe. So. And St Kilda a little bit further down. So this is our first AFL game at the Marvel Stadium. So let's go see.
If we can understand what's going on.
Yeah. Having never been to an AFL game, having never watched an AFL game on TV, we will try and figure it out as we go. But here are some of the rules. Go.
Understanding Australian rules football, the basics. Unlike conventional English football, Aussie Rules football is played on an oval pitch. Each team has 22 players, and each team has 18 players on the field at one time. The game goes on for 4 quarters, each being 20 minutes long. However, the clock does stop whenever the ball is out of play, making each quarter go up to 25 to 30 minutes long. Scoring points. There's 2 ways to score points. The first way is to score a goal, which is worth 6 points. This is when the ball is kicked through the middle posts and the opposing team doesn't touch it. You can also score 1 point for what is called a behind. This is when the ball is kicked through the side posts, hits the middle posts, or is rushed through the posts with a player. So these are the 10 must-know rules. 1. When a player catches a kick greater than 15 metres, it's called a mark and it will result in a free kick. 2. Players can only pass the ball with their hands using a handball, punching the ball from one hand with the alternate fist. 3. Tackling must be lower than the shoulders and higher than the waist. 4. If a player is tackled with the football and has had a chance for prior disposal, that's holding the ball and it's a free kick to the other team. 5. If the ball goes out of bounds, it's a throw-in. 6. If the ball is kicked out of bounds on the full, it's a free kick to the other team. 7. When the goal is scored, the ball is returned to the middle for the centre bounce and the 2 ruckmen tap for it. 8. When a player is running with the ball, they have to bounce it every 15 metres. 9. A player can shepherd another player using their body if they're within 5 metres of the ball. And 10. A free kick is awarded against a player if they throw, trip, push in the back, hold the man, run too far, hold the ball, high tackle, kick in danger or kick out on the full.
So are you confused? Yes, we were too. Back to the excitement.
We still had to make our way to the Marvel Stadium, home of St Kilda. However, even with Google Maps, it wasn't the easiest place to find. So we just followed a bunch of red tops and it led us there. To make another comparison to English football, the fans all arrive together and there is no splitting them up. Neither of the teams are hostile to the other. Actually getting in the stadium and past security was super easy. You first just had to do a quick bag search if you had any bags. And then you make your way towards the scanners, where you just scan your barcode for all the tickets you bought previously. And that's it, you're in.
So this is it, this is the Marvel Stadium. All the fans eager to go, there's the pitch. Fish and chip shop.
I'm so excited.
Here we go, this is the field. No, I thought it'd be way bigger. There's the players out there getting ready to play.
Surely if you're sitting behind those goals, you're going to get hit in the face.
Yeah, yeah. But actually look, you can already see there's a big build-up of people behind those poles, the goals.
So they like to be there?
I guess so.
Being Marvel Stadium, there is lots of references to different Marvel characters that you can find all around. Also, inside their shop, where you can buy clothes with your team's colours, they also have lots of Marvel stuff in there to buy as well as some pretty cool statues, which is definitely worth taking a look at if you've got time.
Pretty cool.
It would only be right that before the game we get ourselves a nice hot dog and a refreshing drink. The system's easy. You just find what food you want, pick it up, take it to the counter and pay for it. No waiting for your order. They had a wide range of food available, from your hot dogs and your burgers to your fish and chips, chicken tendies, and lots of sweets and chocolate bars, enough to sort the whole family out.
Where did you say hot dog?
On the menu.
Oh, it's these ones. Sorry. Right, so we're in our seats. Hot dogs eaten. Beer in hand. Coca-Cola. 20 past. Coin toss has been done. Play mark.
So now the game is about to begin. Both teams are on the pitch, all gathering into the centre and getting ready for the throw-off to start. With St Kilda sitting so far down on the table, they aren't expected to win, as the Swans are sitting in number 1. Admittedly, for the first quarter, we spent the time trying to figure out what actually was going on. Another shock to us is when you're at an English football game, all you can hear is songs and chanting throughout the whole game. Whereas here, it's much more of a family event. It's a lot more chilled. Of course, going crazy when a goal is scored.
This guy gets to do loads of things. This guy gets to do nothing.
What one? Ah, behind the... Yeah. So, that is the first half done. Do you want to say your thoughts or should I say mine?
You say yours.
So, obviously we came into this not really knowing what was going on at all. And it took the first quarter to realise kind of the rules, that after a completed kick, play stops. There's no such, like, the throw-ins are done by the refs. Any tackle, successful tackle, is then thrown up in the air by the ref. The quarters that are 20 minutes are actually like 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
So I haven't watched, I'm not really a sports person, I haven't really watched football, rugby, anything like that, but from what I've seen, I feel like it's all a bit tame. There's no big tackles. As soon as someone tackles someone, it stops. There's no like tense moments. There's not really that much of an atmosphere. Like if you're comparing this to English football,
So different.
it's quiet. You could sleep at the stadium. Like, there's so many kids also. It's more of a family outing rather than like when you go to a sports match in England. It's like lads.
Which, I mean, that's nice that, you know, you can bring families together and have a day out of it. Whereas in England, it is very, you got to be careful where you go, because if you're caught up in the wrong crowd, you get in a fight and people get hurt. So for that aspect, I think it's quite good. But
it lacks the atmosphere.
it does. It's a bit slow paced. And
It just seems like play stops as soon as something exciting could happen.
yeah. But we're halfway through. It's been just over an hour, so we got another hour to go. But I'm glad I've come. I'm glad we've come. You never know, maybe the second half is all going to go mental.
Up the Saints.
Up the Saints. Who actually, the score is actually, what is it?
28-47.
Yeah, so Saints.
To Sydney Swans.
Yeah, the first quarter it was level, and halfway through the second quarter it was pretty level, and then the Saints have just fallen behind. The Swans have just been getting goal after goal.
Some good goals as well.
Some
actually.
good goals. So, yeah, right. It's time for the second half.
As the second half began, the Swans kept pulling away. But then something miraculous happened. As the game went on, St Kilda was starting to come back. And as we were saying at half time, how it was a bit of a quiet atmosphere, the stadium had turned into this tense ball of excitement. It even got Katie biting her nails in anticipation of who's going to win. And then it came down to the wire. Final quarter, 84-81 to St Kilda. A few minutes left on the clock. Everyone was cheering. All the Swans needed to do was score one goal to win the game. And they didn't let up, edging closer and closer to scoring that goal. And with a successful mark completed within kicking distance, it got really tense. All the Swans had to do now was kick that ball into the goal and they'd win. The Sydney player goes to take the goal, and then this happens. He had missed, causing St Kilda to win against Sydney Swans. What a game. So that was our first experience at AFL, and what a time. The first half started a bit slow, but the second half delivered, and what a gripping game. We would definitely like to go to another one. Up the Saints!